What's up, you guys? After show reaction, today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. This is season 7, episode 16, so let's get into it.
Where's the matrix, Crystal?
Next to the primaries.
I can't find anything in here. I had a system back at the old Alpha site.
The location of the old Alpha site was compromised when Anubis used his mind probe on Jonas. You didn't really want to hang around there, did you?
I just want to be able to work as efficiently as possible. Anubis's drones are kicking the crap out of the system. Where's the word next? This prototype should have been done weeks ago.
It's done. It's just not finished.
Interesting distinction.
Look, we only got Telchak's device a month ago. I'm surprised we were able to come up with something so quickly.
In its current configuration, the weapon is only 70% effective in counteracting the reanimation technology.
That's because the power unit you're using hasn't been properly calibrated. This one will be better.
Maybe.
Have you not had your coffee this morning?
Selmac doesn't like coffee.
You gave up coffee for your symbiote? I didn't know that.
We never talk anymore, Sam.
Lieutenant Glenn, what's happening?
We're under attack. We just picked up Goa'uld ships entering the atmosphere. Colonel
Oh,
Riley's
great.
ordered immediate evac to Beta. We're bugging out right now.
What happened? Approximately 20 minutes ago, the approach of Goa'uld ships prompted an evacuation of the Alpha site.
Sam was doing research there.
She and Jacob were working on a weapon designed to neutralize Anubis' new soldiers. At the moment, we have no idea what happened to either of them.
How many people got out?
Well, casualty reports are still coming in from the Beta side, but at least 90 people are still missing, including the base commander, Colonel Riley.
I thought the location of the Alpha site was secret. You'd rather be there in a Tokra ship. It's completely new address.
Yet evidently, somehow the Goa'uld have discovered its whereabouts.
Chevron 7 locked. Receiving MALP telemetry. Sir, my instruments are telling me that the MALP is on its side.
If the Stargate was knocked over and it's lying face down, the forming of the event horizon would have excavated a cavity underneath it. When the MALP came through, it fell into the hole.
There's no way to know if the DHD survived the attack.
If we were to bring an alternate power source, we
You dial out manually.
Possibly under enemy fire.
We'll be fine, sir. The gate dug the perfect foxhole.
You have a go. Good luck, Colonel.
Wow.
this destruction does not appear to be the result of an aerial assault.
Single radius blast.
Or possibly the self-destruct. To prevent the Alpha site from falling into enemy hands.
So we'll split up. Search for survivors.
Who could have survived this?
Start with the tree line there. Copy.
O'Neill. This is the armor of one of Anubis' drones.
Reynolds?
Go ahead.
Be advised, we may not be alone here.
At least one of Anubis' goons might have been on the planet when it blew. Use extreme caution.
Colonel. Major Green. You all right?
I'm fine, sir.
Any other survivors in the area?
As far as I know, with only one, sir.
O'Neill?
Go ahead.
We found 12 survivors, but they're not in good shape.
How bad?
Some can walk, but most need immediate medical treatment.
Major Carter with him?
I'm afraid not.
Jacob!
Oh.
Anubis' drones.
We know.
Take this. It's not 100%, but it's all we've got. Sam has a fully charged power unit.
Where is she?
I don't know. I don't even know if she's still alive.
Well, she is.
How are you doing?
It's nothing Selmac can't handle.
Jacob, we need to know what happened out there. How did Anubis get the location to the new Alpha
I
site?
have no idea. I was with Sam when the self-destruct went off. One of the drones was chasing us into the forest. George, if I survived the blast, you know that thing survived as well.
What about the prototype weapon?
I gave it to Colonel O'Neill, but it's only semi-effective in its current configuration. The upgraded power unit was with Sam.
And we have no idea where she is.
She's still missing.
Is there anything else we can use against these drones?
Their armor is impervious to energy weapons, and regular firearms are useless.
What about the drones that were killed in the blast?
Kinetic energy, an explosion of that size, they can't ignore physics.
So with enough kinetic energy...
It would have to be a lot.
Sergeant Silent, prepare a UAV with UCAV specs.
Yes, sir.
So, how's the leg?
You didn't come here to ask me about my leg. You want to know what happened to Sam?
Yeah.
The base was under attack. We could hear the explosions getting closer, and the sound of scout ships approaching.
You have to leave now.
Just give me a second.
We had to download the weapon design into the matrix crystal and wipe the computer memory.
You have the prototype.
You gotta leave this information for them to find.
How much longer?
Finished.
Awkward. Maybe you shouldn't be facing them and face the window with a gun or something. I don't know.
It worked.
Not good enough.
Let's get the hell out of here. Stargate was hit. We couldn't get out. So we ran for the hills. The drone followed us.
It's really weird that they
Sam's
call
still
them drones, because I picture flying drones. So
He's just hiding, waiting for a chance to go back through the gate.
Out of all the rooms on that base, why did it come to that lab? And why did it chase us as opposed to anyone else?
You think it knew about the prototype?
I think that was the whole reason for the attack. Somehow Anubis knows we may have the only weapon in the galaxy capable of stopping his soldiers.
And Sam has a design.
That thing won't stop until it finds her.
I do not understand why I'm being questioned.
We need to determine exactly what happened.
If you wish to know who betrayed the secret of your base, I suggest you ask the Tok'ra.
Why do you say that?
They are without honor.
They're your allies.
Then why will they not help us?
What are you talking about?
Even as we speak, Anubis is moving against the System Lord Olokon. His drones are slaughtering the Jaffa that stand against them. They are
some
dying for a
random
hopeless cause.
small
What
guy.
does that have to do with the Tok'ra?
We believe they have a spy in Olokon's higher ranks.
The Tok'ra keep us apprised of their ongoing operations. I have no knowledge of any spy in Olokun's ranks.
Then they are lying to you as well. With their master dead, the siege would be over, and Olokon's Jaffa would be free to join our movement.
Our gate logs show that a group of Jaffa left the Alpha side less than 24 hours before it was attacked. You sent your own people, didn't you?
Yes,
Have they reported back?
they have not.
If they were captured by Anubis...
No Jaffa would succumb to torture.
Anubis doesn't have to resort to torture. He has technology at his disposal that allows him to simply read a prisoner's mind.
When Heruer was killed, I was forced to pledge allegiance to the System Lord Apophis. The slayer of my master became my master. So it has been for all Jaffa for many thousands of years. But now we can choose to fight our oppressors. We can choose to be free. I ask only that the Jaffa who serve Olokon be given that same choice. If you allow me to go to the beta site to speak to the other survivors, I may be able to discover what happened to the Jaffa we sent.
I mean, they still might be captured. That's
Very well.
still a thing. Correct.
Thank you for your cooperation in this matter, Delegate.
I do not see the need to continue this investigation, General. The Jaffa have as much as admitted responsibility.
All we know for sure is that some of the men they sent to recruit rebels from Olokun's armies didn't return.
Because they were captured in Anubis' latest offensive is the most logical explanation.
According to the Jaffa, a Tok'ra spy was also captured.
We both know that Jaffa intelligence is not always as reliable as it should be.
So you're saying you had no operative in Olokun's ranks?
I am unable to discuss such matters at this present time.
The terms of our alliance dictate full disclosure.
In matters of joint concern.
The security of the Alpha site is a matter of joint concern.
But the disposition of our operatives has no bearing on the security of the Alpha site.
So you claim.
You have allies amongst the other nations of this planet, do you not?
Of course.
Do you always practice full disclosure with them?
We gave you shelter when you had nowhere else to go.
Because you needed us. Just as you brought us Telchak's reanimation device because you needed our help to develop a weapon against Anubis' drones.
You need them way more than they need you.
There is, for example, your program to build and design hybrid ships using Goa'uld technologies. A program which the Tok'ra feels extremely unwise.
We need those ships for the defense of Earth.
And so you feel it is none of our concern. You see, General, it works both ways. You ask us to trust that your headlong pursuit of technologies that you don't understand poses no threat. But you fail to offer similar consideration when it comes to our policy on using covert operatives.
Let me ask you something. How many Tok'ra from the Alpha side are still unaccounted for?
5.
You know how many people I'm missing? 64. Believe me when I say I'm going to get to the bottom of this with or without your help.
Very weird that, you know, we keep seeing shots being shot, and then when it cuts back to him, he's like walking with his arms down. Shouldn't he be walking like this?
No doubt you've spoken to General
I think it's, yeah, that's a weird shot choice. I don't know.
He says he asked you if we had a spy in Olakin's inner circle.
Yes, he did.
He asked me the same question. Of course I told him no, because only the High Council could make a decision like that. And since I'm on the High Council, I would know about it. Or is there something you want to tell me?
If you have a concern, you can take it up with the Council yourself.
Who do you think you're talking to?
An interesting question. It seems I am talking to a human host. Make no mistake, Dalek. I am still Selmak, and I was a leader of the Tok'ra before you had even taken a host. Maybe you've been a leader too long. The Tari are unlike other humans in the galaxy. Their will has not been eroded by thousands of years of slavery. This can be a valuable asset, but it can also make them dangerous, particularly as hosts.
Jacob Carter has had no more influence on me than any other host.
There are those of us who would disagree. You have allowed yourself to get too close to these people, Selmak. Your true loyalties are in question.
You speak for the entire council.
You still
Not even
have
on the
your
council.
friends, although their numbers are diminishing.
So you did meet without me, and you did send an operative.
And if you had known, would you have told General Hammond?
They have a right to know.
We knew you would feel that way, which is precisely why you were not informed.
Who even are you, dude? I don't know if they'd see that. Imagine how many ants and stuff you'd, like insects you'd have on yourself from doing that.
Shot down in your area. It's 4 clicks away on a heading of 320 degrees from your present location.
We're on it.
Why have you asked me here?
You know what's happening at the beta site.
I do.
We need your help to put a stop to it before it gets out of hand. You're a leader amongst the Jaffa. They'll listen to you.
And
Literally never met this guy before though.
They must continue to bear
They
the
do this a
burdens
lot.
of
They're
the
like,
Tok'ra
you're a leader.
mind.
Never
They
met
must
you.
be subservient to those who would sacrifice so many of their brothers.
For thousands of years, the Jaffa have been dependent on the Goa'uld because they need symbiotes to sustain them. But now there is a substance called Tritonin, which can free the Jaffa from this dependence.
I'm aware of the significance of Tritonin.
Are you also aware that countless millions of Tok'ra symbiotes died in its development, including our beloved Queen Ageria, the queen from whom all our lineage can be traced?
I was not.
For the first time, the Tok'ra have fought side by side with the Jaffa and the people of the Tari, and it has made a difference. More system lords have fallen in the past 7 years than in the 700 years previous.
It is true that together we are strong.
And divided, we will die.
We cannot let the alliance between us end.
Your words are wise, but my time at the Alpha site has taught me some bitter lessons. I suspect that you do not speak for all the Tok'ra. Until the others feel as you do, reconciliation may not be possible.
Smart girl.
Gentlemen, we've asked you here together because we need your help to keep the situation at the beta site from getting out of hand.
I'm not sure what you expect the Tok'ra to do, General. We have suffered a number of unprovoked assaults.
Unprovoked? You refused to help us and thousands of Jaffa died needlessly.
Assassinating Olakon was never an option.
Why not?
We had no way of knowing how many Jaffa would join the rebels. We could have been delivering an entire army into the hands of Anubis.
They deserved the right to choose. Instead, they were slaughtered.
We have been fighting the Goa'uld for thousands of years. You have no right to question our methods.
That's because you were alone for thousands of years. You have allies now.
And what good has it done us? In the few short years we have known the Torre, your tendency to provoke direct confrontation with the Goa'uld has resulted in the deaths of more Tok'ra than in the previous 100 years combined.
I hate to admit it, George,
But
he's got
there's
a point.
what?
When a human or a Jaffa dies in battle, more are born to take their place. The same can't be said for the Tok'ra.
Our queen Egeria, from whom all
But you've
Tok'ra
literally killed off like half the system lords.
This alliance may simply be something we cannot afford.
Well, you know what? We can't afford you, so how about we just like hire someone else? Jeez, you're getting quite fucking lucky with him walking into the path that you literally set this up at. Also, it's shooting at you, like, the bomb, like, I don't know, I feel like they could have blown you up. Okay. I mean, I figured, because I didn't see any body parts at all. I don't know, I think it would have been satisfying if she just killed him by herself. A little disappointed.
I need the... Thanks. Cover him.
Is it...
Yeah, he's dead. Right, Teal'c? He's dead? Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, just standing there over his body, holding a gun at him.
First of all, we would like to congratulate you on the recovery of Major Carter.
Thank you.
I have spoken to the High Council with regard to the situation at the Beta site. The Council believes the best solution is for the Tok'ra to leave.
Is that really necessary?
If this partnership were to continue, you would insist on full disclosure of all our covert operations, would you not?
I'm afraid that's non-negotiable.
In that case, we must refuse. Secrecy is our only weapon. It's all we've ever known.
The Jaffa, too, will be leaving.
I don't understand with the Tok'ra gone.
We are not leaving because of the Tok'ra. We are leaving because it is what we must do. On your base, you dictate the terms. We must consult you before we take any action. There are those among us who feel we simply traded one master for another.
We're not trying to tell you what to do. We simply think it's important to coordinate our efforts.
Unlike the Tauri or the Tok'ra, the Jaffa are still learning what it means to be free. In order to do this, we must have our own bases, train our own leaders, build our own communities. We must do this for ourselves, or it would have no meaning. Only then can we be equal partners in any alliance.
I'm sorry, this is nuts. My friend almost died out there so we could get a weapon capable of stopping Anubis' soldiers. And now we're finally in a position where we can really make a difference, and you want to walk away?
I'm sorry, Dr. Jackson.
This is how it must be.
Hiya, kid. You were asleep for a long time. You gave me quite a scare. Sorry. Jack told me what happened. I'm proud of you. Look, Sam. I may not be able to come around as much for the next little while.
What do you mean?
Things kind of got screwed up while you were out there. The Alliance is in trouble.
I don't understand.
You don't need to know the details right now. Let's just say we're going our separate ways for a while. If I stay with the Tok'ra, I can at least try to mend some fences.
Are you sure?
Whatever.
I'm not ready to give up on this just yet.
Sure. Tok'ra suck.
Don't worry. I'll be back eventually.
Oh, so many Tok'ra have died over the past couple of years. Yeah, I mean, because you're actually doing shit. You've actually, like, those deaths are not in vain. They have literally, like, been, like, so many system lords have been taken out because of your alliance. But, you know, whatever. Sure, let's just end the alliance. Fucking idiots. Hey, what's up, you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was Stargate SG-1 Season 7 Episode 16. It was annoying, to say the least. I don't know. I'm annoyed. Like, I'm so sick of, like, the Toker being like, oh, this alliance doesn't benefit us. Like, we've been doing this for 1,000 years, blah, blah. Like, you've done fuck all. Come on. Only in the last 7 years you've done shit. Well, not even 7 years. 6, because we met them in Season 2. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.